Just calm down, okay? Yeah, right. Thank you very much. What a great advice. Do you remember how it felt when you were a kid and somebody told you to calm down? How did that make you feel? Did you feel even more frustrated? Like, no, you don't understand. I have the right to feel all these emotions, right? Like, I'm angry and upset, and this is the reason why. And you trying to tell me to calm down, like, that's not going to, it makes me even more angry, right? And now that you became an adult, maybe it's you judging yourself. That's how I felt after I became a mom. I was judging my big emotions, my mommy tantrums whenever my daughter triggered me. And all I wanted was to stay calm with her so that I can parent her in a safe, emotionally mature way. But I could not stop my anger, frustration, stress, resentment from jumping up at her. And I was judging myself like, hey, if I would just calm down. And this was the most frustrating part. I read all the parenting books, did all the techniques, read the strategies. It made perfect sense written on the paper, but then the moment came when my daughter would say something, say no, or ignored me, or was too slow to dress up. And I would be just like, woo! And I realized it only afterwards when that happened. Yeah. And I was judging myself. How come I cannot stay calm? Like, this is what no parenting strategy is talking about. The parent. Right? It's all about how to manage the kids. But I had problems managing my emotions first. Yeah. And this is something that you learn in all these psychology courses about little kids. Their nervous system is wired to yours. So you know that if you wake up already stressed out and in a rush in the morning, that's probably most likely when your kids will have the hardest time as well. And they will be the slowest. And it's not because they are like personally attacking, they are out there to get you, but because their nervous system is synced with yours. So naturally they will have a hard time as well. And you know all of this. I'm not telling you anything new. But this is what I was missing, and this is what I want to do in this podcast episode, which is, if you're a regular listener, you already usually hear me do a lot of blah, 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 and theory and examples and case studies and stuff. But today, I want you to feel it. Wouldn't it be useful if you would know how to access that state of groundedness, of calm and peace when you need it the most? So that it's not just about the information and knowledge in your brain, but you can actually feel it and access it in the moment. Because isn't that the gap? Your problem is not that you don't have enough information. Now at the age of AI and ChatGPT, you could just go and ask any question. It gives you information in a matter of milliseconds. But what do you do with your body? Because your body will not listen to your smart brain, would it? No matter what your smart brain says to your body and nervous system, it doesn't work, right? At least that's how I felt. I would get up every morning doing like positive affirmations and everything, and like pumping myself for like, I'm not going to yell. Today I will be patient mom. Yes, I can do this. I am motivated. I know all the books. I read so much, and I'm so like, I'm prepared. And then something would happen, and my body, my emotions would just like, rah, take over. And here we go again. It's just like, why did I just do it again? I know better. That's why we need to practice in the body. How powerful would it be if you could create that moment of pause before it all goes sideways, before you ignore all the red flags, all the moments when you get more and more angry and like frustrated and impatient, and then you realize what happened only after you just yelled at your child again? What if you could create like a little pocket of peace before all of this stuff happens, so that then you would actually be in a state where you can calmly apply whatever smart parenting strategy you resonate with? How valuable would that for you if you could do that? Yes? Would you love to? Do it right now. Enough theory, enough information. How would it feel? Let's do it. If this is important and urgent enough for you to become a safe parent who can actually be the role model of calm and clarity and focus and unconditional love for your children, Then let's do it. Welcome to the next episode of the Zen Supermom Podcast. Hey, I'm Elena. I'm a mommy tantrum specialist because I used to be a specialist at yelling at my daughter. And this part was really one of the most frustrating. How come I know so much? I could be giving classes, workshops. I was actually in my corporate career. I was doing 3D workshops on effective communication. And then at home, I would totally lose it over a spilled cup of water in the kitchen, right? So this was the point of how come I cannot direct my smart brain to have control over my nervous system reaction? How come my emotions actually get stronger and completely take over? And what is it that I need to change that? Because no amount of reading, no amount of willpower, no amount of love, even from my daughter, and good intentions seem to be enough. And so rather than judging yourself for feeling like, if you feel the same, if you know what I'm talking about, rather than judging yourself for being broken or like whatever, my life is a mess and there's so much pressure and that's why I cannot do it. Like, okay, all those stories aside, and absolutely, it might be true. I'm not here to judge you either, right? Like, I have nothing but compassion for you. But what if all of this could be true? And yet, at the same time, without anything outside changing, your life still being the same, what if you could start practicing having more, I wouldn't say control, but power over your state of being, for lack of a better word, over how you show up with what energy, right? So that's what I'm here to do with you today. It is going to be very experiential episode, less in your brain, more in your body. I'm going to do just a little explanation for your brain before, so that your brain actually leaves us and lets us do it and have fun, because it's going to be like a game. And then I'm going to continue with some more explanation for your brain after we do it, after we drop in your body and experience it. I'm going to bring you back to your brain so that the brain has the chance to catch up as well and see where's the neuroscience behind it, so that it's not just some like whatever. And so that you know where to take it from there onwards. And you can actually start applying in your real life, so that this is not something we just do when you listen to my voice, but it's something you can start doing for yourself and you can start seeing the result, right? Because we are not here just because I have so much time, I don't know what to do with it. It's like, I'm so bored, let me just listen to some podcast about how to be a calmer mom. Like, no, your time is precious. And you will not always have the possibility to pull up this podcast episode whenever you need it. So my intention here in the podcast, and also with all of the women and men I'm working with inside my programs, is to give you the tools so that you have the power to start correcting, healing, shifting, like doing the things that you need to be doing without being dependent on anybody who does that for you. Yes? Let's do it. Is that valuable enough for you to give it a try? Do you trust me enough to give it a try? Let's have fun. So this is going to be, I don't even know how to call it. I'm not going to call it practice or exercise or a game. It's just like experience. If you're here to experience, let's do it together. I'm going to just pull my microphone a little bit closer so that you can hear me, because I will do it together with you. I would encourage you to do this experience when you're by yourself, ideally, so that you can drop into it fully. For sure, not when you're driving, operating any heavy machinery, because ideally I would invite you to close your eyes. Okay, so that you can focus on being inside your body, not being distracted by whatever you can see outside. But whenever you're comfortable, I would invite you to drop in and feel your body, and specifically notice the emotions, sensations that are present right now. Okay. So first of all, notice if you're comfortable, if you're sitting or standing somewhere and it's not really like any body part is tense or contracted, then see if you can soften it. Don't forget to breathe. And then on the next breath, let me guide you to pay attention to really what emotion or a mix of emotions are you experiencing right now. Okay. Is it like, are you impatient? Are you curious? Are you like, what the hell? And just get to the point. Do you feel pressed for time? Are you tired? Are you sad? Are you angry? Are you still thinking about something that happened a few hours ago? Are you thinking about the next thing that needs to happen later on? Is there any like frustration? Whatever it is, don't judge it. Just as if you were making a list in your mind. Put on that list all the emotions you're feeling. Notice you can feel several of them at the same time. And notice you can observe them without judging them or yourself for having them. Okay? We are just making an inventory. Okay. Now, whatever emotions you tracked down in your nervous system, I would invite you to imagine, play a game with me. Imagine they are a piece of clothes. They are something you wear. They are accessory. They have a certain color. They have certain texture. Because you feeling this way, it's as if you were wearing something on you. It makes you feel a certain way. Yes? This emotion, this mix of sensations. So as if you could, like, notice as if it was a piece of clothes, how would that look like? Don't forget to breathe. And then on the next breath, if we continue with this game, if it was a piece of clothes, notice you can also take off this emotion. How would it feel like if you could take it off? And just notice if there's any resistance, any part of you who wants to grab onto it, like, wait, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, no, I need to keep feeling angry. I need to keep thinking about this thing that made me angry. Just like, hey, you can always take it, put it on. You can always take it back. Like, this is where, let me talk to your smart brain. It's okay. We are just experimenting. It's okay. You will always go, you can choose to always go back to where you began. That's your choice. You are always in control. But wouldn't it be fun if you could take off this emotion? As if there was a chair next to you, put it on the chair. And now, depending on how, if we label it as negative, depending on how low your emotion was in terms of your energy, step it up just a little bit. How about we go for neutral? So you're not feeling good or bad. It's somewhere just like, I'm okay. Feel what it feels like to feel okay right now. Just experiment as if you could. I'm okay. It's not a high, it's not a low. I'm somewhere like, neutral. I'm flowing somewhere in between, and it's okay. It's okay to be here. Notice what that does with your body. And then also, as if you could look with your imaginary eyes, what is it? Is that an outfit? How would that look like? Is that something you could wear? Is it a piece of clothes? Is it some accessory? Is it something you have, like a hat on your head? Is it a coat? Is it a dress? Is it a veil? Is it whatever it is? Whatever thing came first to you, usually just go with that. Don't judge yourself for anything that comes to you. We are just experimenting and feeling into it. Yeah? Neutral. Okay? This was neutral. This is what feeling okay feels like. Don't forget to breathe, soften anything. And then also, just like the previous mix of emotions, notice you can take this one off. Take it off, put it on a chair next to you, or if you want to keep it, Put it in your closet, because imagine you're standing in your closet and all of these emotions you have ever felt in your life and you ever want to feel in your life, they're there hanging as pieces of clothes. And you can already tell by the colors they have what emotions they are. Can you see that? Can you see that rainbow and all that wide variety and richness of emotions all around you? And notice maybe some of them you wore more frequently than others. Not judging yourself. Notice if you're getting in the frustration or judgment. Again, judgment, by the way. Does that have a color? Where is your judgment clothes? It will be somewhere there, right? Notice if you're wearing it already right now. Take it off. And then look over to the other side of your emotional closet, your nervous system closet. And see maybe the brighter side, the happier side. Is there something you would like to try on there? Just to try it on an experiment. Where's your happy clothes? What color does it have? Does it shine? Like, it should look different, and for sure it's going to feel different. Put on your happy stuff, even if it's just like the mild happy, just like the calm happy, just like the content. Put it on. Right now, wouldn't it be fun if you could feel like mild happiness, contentment right now? Put it on. And breathe. How does that feel to be wearing that emotion? Yeah, notice if it changed your body. Notice the color it has. Notice the difference in texture. Like, what kind of fabric, if it was a fabric? How would it feel against your skin? Notice, does this one have a fragrance as well? Does it smell nice? And how does it sound? If you would move around in it, how would it sound? Does it make like a swishy sound? Does it make like a special effect like fairy dust sounds? No, we would need to amp it up. That would need to be like happy emotion. Maybe that one would have some special effect sound. Yeah, feel free to experiment. Just feel into it. Yeah, very good. Well, if this is an emotion you want to keep coming back to maybe more often than you have been, then put it aside, give it a special place so that you know where it is, and it's like so easy to reach it and put it on whenever you want. Now I'm going to invite you to find your calm, peace, groundedness, whatever name you give it, and whatever outfit that is, whatever color it shows up with. But when you put that on, just wouldn't it be fun if you could? If you could feel what it feels like to be grounded and calm and at peace, just for a few seconds. Wouldn't it be fun if you could? And breathe. How does it feel like to feel peace? Being grounded. Yeah. And feel free to pause me here at any point if you want to stay longer with it. Keep it. One more breath. And whenever you're ready, I'm going to invite you to take this one off as well. But again, if you want to keep it close to you so that you can pull it on whenever you want to, then put it in a special place and mark it in some way. Okay, so that you can come back to it quickly whenever you want to. Great. So notice how your body is feeling right now. Notice there might be more openness to experimenting, being playful with this. And you're getting better at practicing, putting emotions on and also taking them off. Not holding on to them, not to the bad ones. They are maybe less sticky. And also the good ones, putting them on, taking them off. Emotions come and go. And you are doing so well at practicing, realizing that you actually have some power over it and you can give your nervous system some direction. Have you noticed? That's what you've been doing. And you've been doing a great job. So you want to continue? Let's go further because I have another place to take you. It's like stay with your emotions, stay in your emotional closet. But let's be more specific. If you're a mom or a dad, and that's why you're here, because you want to show up in a certain way when you're around your children, I'm going to invite you to feel into it. What is the energy of unconditional love for you? Like if you would want your child, if I would give you the practice or the exercise or the task, like make your child feel loved right now and do it without words or doing anything. So no talking, no doing. Just by you being, your presence and your energy, your job is now to make your child feel love unconditionally. So feel that love shining out of you right now. You can feel that as if you could see it with your imaginary eyes. Imagine your child is right in front of you right now, and all you feel is all the love in the world. Well done. Now, how would that look like as an emotion if it was a piece of clothes? As if it was something you could wear, and whenever you wear it, you feel this way, and your energy is actually doing this, having this effect. How would it look like as a piece of clothes? Unconditional love. Beautiful. Now, are you ready for the ninja level? Keep wearing that. Keep shining the unconditional love out. And if you've been with me for a while, you know I love turning the tables. That's exactly where we are going next. Now, what if? Wouldn't it be fun if you would realize that the person who needs to feel the unconditional love first and foremost so that she can actually shine it out to anybody else is you? On your next breath, shine that unconditional love inside because you are worthy. You deserve to feel it. This is the self-love. Unconditional, pure love shining to yourself and just getting throughout your entire body right now. And you're breathing through it. How does that feel? And how would that look like if that was a piece of clothes or accessory, whatever, something you can wear, put on? What would that be? Yeah, that's the next level. So whatever little tiny glimpse of it you got, maybe even for just like 1 second before it slipped away, that's okay. That's okay. Just remember how it felt. And allow yourself. Wouldn't it be fun if you could allow yourself to experience that, even for just 1 second, one more? Yeah. Well done, you. Great job. So I know you might want to keep this one. I know for now. Take a breath. Do take it off. Again, you can put it in a special place, hang it on your wall, imaginary wall in your emotional closet, hang it somewhere there. So that it will like shine out through the entire room if it does. You can come back to it whenever you want it. We will go further. You as a mom. What is the energy? Now we are getting to the juicy part, okay? Breathe. What is the energy you want to show up with when your kids are struggling? When they are testing your boundaries? When they're having a hard time, maybe the time just changed to summertime and it's like you need to wake them up 1 hour earlier. Maybe they don't want to go to school. Maybe they don't want to eat the last piece of broccoli. Maybe they want to keep hitting their sibling because they stole their toy. Maybe they want to kick you because they feel upset that you don't let them eat sweets. Like whatever it is. What kind of energy you want to show up with in these situations, so that notice if there was already any anger, judgment coming, any frustration is already like sticking onto your body. Take it off gently, no judgment. Take it off, back to neutral, remember. I'm okay. What kind of energy do you want to show up with for your children so that you can hold firm boundary with compassion, so not judging them, because you know from all these parenting books that it is okay for kids to test limits, test your boundaries, blah, blah, blah. So we keep compassion, whatever is happening. It is not their fault, but yes, we want to hold them accountable. So what is that energy you want to have? Kind of like no nonsense, but there is still that compassion. There is still underneath, like the low hum will be your unconditional love that will always be present. But you are showing up as grounded, focused, fully tuned into your child and their emotions, without their emotions hijacking your nervous system. Notice that flow of energy. So it's not you giving in power and your child flooding your own emotional system with anger because they are angry, so you get angry. Notice that you can revert that flow of energy and that like the impact on the nervous system. Now you are the one who is impacting their nervous system, and you are doing it through feeling safe, feeling grounded, staying calm. No nonsense, but also no judgment. And the strongest emotions are compassion and unconditional love. I know there's a lot going on, right? But just notice, stay with that. And feel that energy. You are the one who is impacting the energy of your child. And you are actually helping them calm down, not through your words or even actions yet. First, through your energy and how you are being right now. Yes. feel that grounded. I just had a boundary workshop with clients and I called it compassionate authority. You are the authority, but you lead with compassion. Yeah, the rules are the rules. Mama means business. But also, there's no hierarchy here. It's not me, the superior police mom. Like, no, we are a team. I'm here to help you. And you are directing your energy to help your child hook onto your nervous system being calm, feeling safe, feeling focused, crystal clear focus. Grounded in knowing that there's nothing they can do for you to stop loving them. Because isn't that what you would have wanted for the adults to show up for you once when you were a kid and you had big emotions, or you just made a mistake, or something was happening and you did not like it? How would you want those adults to show up for you back then? Wouldn't it feel amazing if they would show up for you? Having understanding, while still putting the boundaries, like, you can't have a sweet, but I understand you would want that very much. I get it. Now, what else can we do to make you feel okay and loved rather than giving you sweets, right? Calm, grounded energy, unconditional love, compassion. How would that feel like, this energy, this emotion, if that was a piece of clothes, something you can wear? What would that be on your body? And what color would that have? Notice. Yeah. And how much are you enjoying feeling the impact? As if you could see, this is so funny, right? Wouldn't it be fun if you could see the impact, like the direction, the dynamic of your energy, how it's flying to your child, and how actually you have the impact on your child? Like, the more calm, grounded, and loving you are, maybe the faster they calm down and like start regulating their nervous system again. Because yes, no joke, this is in reality. No, we cannot see it in reality, but this is what is happening. Kids are born already naturally wired to sync your nervous system to yours. So you do this even without thinking. All we are doing through this funny experience right now is you realizing how much power you have, and you taking back that power even from your nervous system so that you can impact, you can have a positive influence on your kid's nervous system. Yes? That was just a little caveat for your smart brain so that it stays with me for a little longer. Yes? One last piece. Good. So take a breath. Back into your body. Whatever you were wearing, whatever color it had, this kind of like energy you want to keep up when your kids cross the boundaries, take it off. Take it off. Again, you can put it in a special place. This can be my like no nonsense boundary. Whatever. That didn't sound right. Give it a label to that outfit, whatever you want it to be. Just put it in some place. If boundaries, like kids crossing boundaries, is your recurring challenge, put it somewhere visible so that you can come back to it. Go back to neutral. I'm okay. Maybe mix in a feeling of feeling safe. I'm safe. How does it feel like to feel safe? And even further, this knowing. I know I'm okay. My kids are okay. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it is all going to be okay. And I'm safe as I navigate, no matter how messy it is, no matter what life throws at me or them. We are okay and we will be okay. How would that look like as an outfit out of emotion? What color would that have? And is that something you want to keep? And maybe wear from time to time? Yeah. Great work. You're doing so well. Take a breath in. So now look around all of these emotions. Some of them you put on today. And there are plenty and plenty and plenty more. And different colors and shapes and textures and fragrances. So just put on whatever you want to leave this place with. Like right now, whatever, for this exercise, I mean. For this experience. Maybe now think about the coming 1 to 3 hours ahead of you. What kind of energy do you want to show up with for that segment, for that block of time? What kind of energy and emotion would actually help you get the best out of these next few hours? What do you want to wear? Put it on. Yeah. So for me right now, I'm finishing this podcast episode, so I want to wear clarity, because I did not prepare or script anything. This is completely coming out of my head, out of my heart. And so, yeah, I want to have clarity, and I also want to have that connection with my heart so that my intuition guides me, so that I can give you a powerful experience. So I want to wear something about that right now, some emotion that would help me with that. And you see, that's the fun. You don't even have to have a name for that emotion. It's just like where I want to focus on. What energy I want to shine out. Sometimes you don't even need to have words and labels for it. Just feel into it. And notice you can make it your conscious choice to make it so. Notice you can feel it right now. I can feel it. I can feel the clarity, and I can feel the connection to my heart. I'm speaking from my heart. Yeah. So whatever emotion, whatever energy you want for yourself right now, wear it, have it, feel it. Choose to do so right now. Take the biggest breath you've taken today so far and hold it on top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And whenever you feel like, you can start slowly opening your eyes, blink a few times to get used to being back here, and straight away feel into that energy again. Whatever you were leaving that little experiment experience with, feel into it again. You're still wearing it right now. Hey, welcome back. Feel into it right now. You're still wearing it. Yes, you still have that emotion. You still have that sensation in your body, do you? Yeah. So how was it for you? Totally brand new experiment I just came up with this morning. This is what happens when you're in tune with your intuition and you just let it flow through you, through your body and through your heart. This is what's possible for you too, by the way. But let me know, was this useful for you as a person, not just a mom, but then also as a mom in connection with your children or child? And the nervous system, did it make sense? The direction of impact flowing from you to your kids, so that you're no longer the victim of your life or the victim of your child's emotions or behaviors, that you can actually be the leader, you can be the one who impacts, and not just that you are swamped by the moment. What if this was possible for you on a daily basis? This is the part where I will talk to your smart brain again, because yes, logically, you might have gotten different level of results from this experience, yeah? And maybe, even if it felt great with me in the moment. Your brain is already kicking in. It's like, hey, lady, but I can't just put on your podcast episode every time my kids make me mad because it will be too strong. It's not going to work. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Correct. That's why this is a practice. The more often you practice when you're calm, the easier it will be for you to find the same place when things get tough. It's a practice. It's like you can't expect that if you spend the last 30 years watching Netflix and eating potato chips lying on your sofa, that the next day you're going to run a marathon. You need to practice. Because this is what's been happening with your nervous system. I don't care what kind of childhood you had, what kind of what was the nervous system emotional maturity of the adults you grew up surrounded by, but they all wired you. They wired beliefs, they wired these emotional states in your nervous system, and they became your default. And all of us, if you think on your last 24 hours, the past week, past month, there will be a couple of emotions you're feeling on an everyday basis without even thinking about it. It's like default, and you switch between stressed out, tired, maybe happy, maybe feeling some like, yeah, my kids are so cute when they give me a hug, and with these like cute little sticky fingers, whatever. Like there'll be few feelings you're bouncing between every single day, and most of it is on autopilot. And most of it, it's your life. It's the situations that just push buttons in your nervous system, and ping, now you're happy. Oh, you see a cute puppy video on YouTube or Instagram, and like, oh, now you're crying because it's so cute. Okay. Then ping, you read the news about what's happening with the politics, and like, oh, I'm so angry. Your kid comes from school with tore pants, and you're like, oh my gosh, such a frustration. Can you not be more careful with your shoes and clothes? It's so expensive, and you're growing up so fast, and you're like, again, or you forgot the coat at school again. This is the third time this year already. It's like, and like, ping, something happens. Somebody does something or says something, and ping, your emotional system goes straight away to that place. Straight away to that emotion you know so well because you practiced it for decades. All this exercise is doing, it's opening up your nervous system, first of all, your brain, to even considering there is more than just 3, 4, 5 emotions you're experiencing every single day on autopilot. And we created an experiment and a safe place for your nervous system to experience and feel more. And we did it in a way that was fun, that was game, to bypass your conscious mind. Because your conscious mind is so smart, unfortunately, in this case, because it will always come up with so many reasons why you cannot be happy today, why you cannot be calm today, why you cannot feel safe today, why you cannot be less judgmental, because then you wouldn't be improving, right? Then you would have no motivation to become a better person. When did judgment ever help you become a better person? That's like beating up your child to help them understand that they cannot kick you or their siblings. Like violence with violence, judgment with judgment. That's like adding an oil to the fire. It's like putting more fire on the existing fire, right? That's not going to work. No judgment, but allowing yourself to experience and play, being playful with the emotions. Yeah, that's why the more you practice, the more it will become a little path for your brain to walk. Right now, there's a huge highway from this happens, and so this is how I react. Now, to rewire your brain and nervous system, you need to practice it a few times. It's like a huge jungle, maybe in some part of the brain. You've never been there before, or so rarely you allow yourself to feel happy or content or feeling unconditional love for yourself. It's like when I tell that to my clients, they're even like, where is that even in my nervous system? I've never been there before. How does that even feel? Am I even allowed to imagine I could go there and feel that? Who am I? Am I worthy enough to feel even 1 second of unconditional self-love? Like, what? That's why this practice is so important. so that you remove the smart thinking brain from it and you're like, this is just a game, just okay, I'm not saying I'm worthy of love, just like let me feel it and experiment with it, like bypassing the judgment in your brain, so that you even realize like where it is in your nervous, how does it feel in your body. And then the more you do, the more often it's like walking through a path in a jungle. The more you walk there, the more next time you take a machete and you like clear the path even more. The more often you walk, the stronger the new autopilot will be. That's how we rewire nervous system. That's why I prefer using neuroscience and rewiring nervous system rather than hypnotherapy. Because yes, with an experienced hypnotherapist, they could take you there within a few seconds. But then the problem is you have no idea how they did it. You need to keep coming back for the sessions. And now you're dependent. Congratulations. Now from being dependent on life playing it your way and life turning out okay so that you can feel okay, you're giving away the power to the hands of somebody else, like the meditation guru who can make me fine, or the hypnotist. By the way, not judging any of these like professionals. It works. They have a lot of power. But my take on it is, I want to give you the power. I want you to be the hero. I want you to know how you get yourself there so that you're not dependent on anything and anyone. And you can create that calm, peace, grounded, unconditional love. You can just guide back yourself to it whenever you want to, whenever you need to. You can't go and watch 1 hour guru meditation or book 1 hour hypno session with a therapist in the middle of Monday morning rush. You can't pause and just like, hey, let me freeze the time. Abracadabra. Vushupa. It's 7:59. We need to be leaving the house in 1 minute. It's a total shit show of a disaster. So let me take 1 hour hypno session or whatever meditation or a journaling exercise or yoga so that I can chill and I can come and manage this remaining time to get everybody to school and myself get to work on time while feeling grounded and happy and unconditionally loving. Just like, give me 1 hour, I will do it, and I'm coming back for you. Hold on, everybody. You don't have that luxury. How do you do it in the moment right there? Well, this is how. By practice. Yes. Now, for those of you for whom it makes sense, there will be some of you who did the exercise and it's like, no, I didn't feel anything. I have no idea. My brain, like I wanted to, I tried so hard, but my brain was telling me, no, you can't. Who are you kidding? Or you're not worthy, or like a block, something preventing you. So like your brain having commentary that is so loud, so nasty. It's like so distracting. You couldn't even imagine. All of this is normal as well. And it's okay. You can still do it. This just tells me you would normally need a little bit of help in rewiring whatever happened before in your childhood that set up this nasty commentary in your head. Because this came together with the wiring of your childhood, yeah? So back again to generational nervous system rewiring, yeah? In that case, you might need somebody's help just to get rid of that self-talk, so that then you can fully do this practice, yeah? And there are several specialists, there are several ways we do it as well, but choose whomever is, yeah, whomever resonates with you, yeah? But this is the path. This is what no parenting techniques will tell you, because it's all looking at the kids and what's wrong with the kids. My view is, I realized I cannot be a hypocrite. I cannot want my daughter to have more emotional awareness than I was having at that time. Because I felt like it didn't matter that 99% of the time I could be the calm, grounded, loving adult. 1% of situation when I was yelling, losing my patience, or I was stressed out, or I was out of my body, kind of like my body was sitting there on the floor playing with my daughter, but my brain was out. My brain was doing to-do lists, thinking about what happens tomorrow, next month, next year, busy planning, preparing, organizing, feeling so important, while the most important job and the most important person was actually sitting in front of me, and she felt it, I was not there. So I realized I had some emotional growing up to do. And I loved learning how to rewire those generational patterns that I was raised with, because that finally gave me the power to realize, like, I am not the victim of my nervous system. Yes, I can keep my strengths. I can keep being proud of my smart brain. I can keep being proud of my drive and ambition to achieve and to do things and lead and do everything I do for work. And also, underneath, I can do it with calm, grounded energy, knowing who I am, that I'm safe, I'm good enough, and this is not about any comparisons, I'm better than or I'm worse than. Because there is no competition, there is no judgment, there's no need for it. And that came through really practice. And that's why I love always finding and experimenting with new ways in how to bring that and how to practice that in my own nervous system as often as possible. Because that autopilot is always there, by the way. No judgment. I can still feel my hyperachiever whispering on one shoulder and my inner critic judge whispering on the other shoulder about what I should be doing and how fast and what I didn't do well and where I made a mistake, and repeating conversations with people in the past, what I should have said better, or maybe I should have finished this podcast episode in a different way, blah, 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 blah. And all I can do now is I can choose to hear all of this, tune it out, and focus on the emotion I want to feel. So whatever it is, feel the emotion you want to feel right now. Notice it's still accessible to you. Notice how that changes even your body, how you feel in your body. And if there would be any seed I could plant in your brain, then I would invite you to feel underneath that, I'm safe. Feel it right now. And you can say it to yourself out loud or in your mind, I'm safe. And I'm okay. I'm okay. Whatever is going on, I'm okay. It's good. I'm okay. So, I hope you got something out of this experience. Whatever it was, let me know. And I would invite you to have fun and experiment. Keep experimenting. And then just see what happens. Wouldn't it be fun if one day you could access this state, even in the middle of a conversation, even in the middle of a busy situation with your child? Because you've practiced enough, you can reach that state by yourself. How amazing would that feel? Let me know. Sending you my energy. We are complete for this episode of the Zen Supermom Podcast. Have fun, Supermom.